Among other types of directed writing comes email writing for both of the students, those who are appearing for IGCSE English as second language or maybe O level English students. Email writing is an important type of directed writing. So, in this short video, I will try to cover these things: an overview of email writing, what type of language you should use for email writing. But if you want to get help, particularly for specific vocabulary to be used for email writing, you should wait for our other video that will be soon uploaded. So, in this video, I will discuss an overview of the email writing, the type of language that should be used in it, and what is the mark scheme for both IGCSE and O level English exams for email writing, and what is the formal format for email writing. So, when we will discuss this format, we don't mean the actual email writing, but how you will actually write an email on your exam answer sheet. So then we will also show you some sample email writing. Then some vocabulary items will be shared, but in the next part of this video. Some exercises from past papers will be shared with you. We will also discuss the words limit for your email writing and some other tips for writing an effective email for your exam purposes, not for real life. Keep in your mind because your grades are important for us. So here is an overview of email writing. Email, that is electronic mail, like that. We send messages, we sometimes want to persuade someone to take a particular action or do something. Sometimes we just want to share some information with someone. It can be formal or it can be informal. So, the purpose of an email is often to inform and persuade the reader. Emails, are the quicker way to communicate than sending a letter by post, and so are often used for ongoing situations or discussions. So emails can be used for both purposes. However, emails can also provide a balanced argument which suggests possible alternatives but lets the reader make up their own mind about the topic. And the way you use language for your email writing really depends on the purpose and audience of your email. So you need to think about, and these instructions are clearly given in rubric or the question prompt that is given to you in the question paper of Cambridge exams. So the audience that the email is for, you must consider that. Often emails are sent to one person, but they can also be sent to multiple readers at the same time. An email sent to a group of people is likely to be semi-formal and would usually not include slang. So there can also be an email where your audience is your friend. So it might be an informal email, as is the case with IGCSE English as second language exam. There they will give you writing task for writing an informal email to your friend. And the next thing is the purpose, the context. Why are you writing that email? So the tone of most emails depend on the purpose and context in which you are sending an email. The tone of most emails should be semi formal, however, but some emails can be a little more relaxed in tone. For example, if you are mailing someone of your own age who you know well, emails can also be more formal. For example, if you are emailing your boss about a situation at work, so you might be sending some issue you want to share for email, and sometimes you are sending an official formal email for your documents correction or for some other task to an office. You send an email. You also can send your email if you have not received your student CR number, like that, candidate number what we call, or other documents that were not shared with you and you are in dire need of that, so you need to send an email to authorities, to the relevant office. So the other things, after considering the purpose and context of your email, is email should always be like clear, professional, and profound. So this is something important that you should keep in your mind when writing, composing an email, because the busy people often receive a lot of emails each day. So making sure that your formal email sounds clear, professional, and polite is important to make sure your message gets through. Because otherwise, if you become too personal and sharing personal emotions and feelings in your email, you know you will not get like something, the people will just ignore your email. So you have to be very concise, profound, and professional while writing an email. Avoid using informal abbreviation and emojis as soon as possible. So why you have to do this? But you can break this rule if you are sending your email to a friend. So you can send an informal email and add emojis and some abbreviation slang language sometime as well. Let's now talk about the format of email. How to organize your content of your email. What is the structure of a formal email or even informal? So the first thing is like email of the receiver, that is not a part of your the format of your email that you are going to write on your exam day. In real life, yes, it matters. You have to add an email address to whom you are sending your email, but in exam you don't particularly need to add that. So you will begin by a subject line. That is the most important component for to begin with. Just two or three words so that your reader can tell at a glance what the topic is. Then a brief introduction to explain why you are writing. For example, so just two or three words so that your reader can tell at a glance what the topic is. Then a brief introduction to explain why you are writing. For example, so that subject line, you have to give the topic. For example, documents correction or whatsoever is the main topic, like loan payment done, like that. You want to make a my email to keep in record that you have done, you have paid back all the loan that you had to pay, anything else. So the topic, the subject matter, you will add in subject line. For example, if you are emailing a stranger, introduce yourself very briefly, then get straight to the point. If it is someone you know, or a response to an email you have received, you may need to remind your reader of the situation so far. Then there can be greetings. For example, you add dear sir, dear team members, respected teacher. And if this is an informal email to a friend, you can say hi John or something like that is also acceptable only in informal emails. Then comes the body of the response. That includes the points about the topic developed and spotted appropriately. Keep in your mind your points should be very clear. If there are 3 to 4 content points, you can shift them, you can make few paragraphs, you can divide them. Then there will be a closing section. In the closing sections, you can share your recommendations, your suggestions, your call towards action, or like explain briefly what is next. If you want your reader to do something, make that clear here. For example, please let me know by Thursday if this, that, blah, blah, blah. Or to show that you are open to further discussion and your email on a friendly note. For example, thank you for your help with this. Let's keep in touch. So, this type of phrases and expressions you can add to close. Then try to make your email easy to read and follow. For this, you can use multiple, you can make things bold. You can use some letter bold to make some facts, figure, or something important that you want your reader to consider and focus on some specific points and information that you are sharing. Then, at the end, use a suitable greeting and sign off appropriately. This will depend on who you are writing to and why. So, for example, you can add at the end best wishes, and in the beginning, as I told you earlier, greetings like Mr. Green, or dear Sir, dear Madam. And at the end, there can be sign offs like yours faithfully, and best wishes, and best regards, or regards, something like that. But if you're writing to a group informally and don't want to use all their names, greetings might be a useful opening. So without mentioning their names, you can just use the simple greetings. So this was the structure. When I will show you the sample, you will get more. Here are a few tips. Plan the main points. This is something that you need to do before you start writing your email. So, an email should deal with just one overall topic. So, stay focused and avoid adding unnecessary detail. The structure of a formal or semi formal email is usually in three parts that I have already discussed. Then make it easy to read, like underline, bold, or make bullet points in your email if there are some aspects, some facts and figures. Then suitable greetings. So here is now the mark scheme for your email writing in your exam. For O level English 1123, the mark scheme is total 25 marks, because you know that email writing is a part of your directed writing, so it will be included in your writing paper as question in the first section, first question of your writing paper. So there will be 25 marks. And the word limit for your email writing in O level English 1123 is 250 to 350 words. And you will also be given reading text. You will have to read text. A and B will be included, because in directed writing, whether it be email, report, or article writing, or review, or something like that, or speech maybe, you will be given two texts, A and B, to read according to the latest syllabus that will be applicable from almost 2024 to 2026. And this can be formal or informal of both types. But for IGCSE English as a second language, both 0510 and 0511, total marks will be 15, and word limit for email writing will be 120 to 160 words. Reading text will not be included. You will only have the help of prompt or rubric of the question. And this email type will be informal. This will be informal email to a friend. Here is now next I have added from May June 2024 English as a second language IGCSE paper. This question was there as email writing question. I have added here this same as it was in question paper. You have decided to help you have decided to help at a sports event that will take place in your town next month. Write an email to a friend about this. In your email, you should describe the sports event that you are going to help it. Say why you decided to help at the sports event. Explain what you will be doing at the sports event. Write about 120 to 160 words. You will receive up to 6 marks for the content and up to 9 marks for the language used. Keep in your mind, again, like all other directed writing questions, your language should be correct. Grammar, punctuation, spelling, wide range of vocabulary, wide range of grammatical structures, appropriate register, using appropriate language, tone, purpose, audience, everything. So this was a sample paper. Now let's see another sample email that I have added. You can just pause the video and you can read this whole email to get an idea. So hello team, these are salutations or greetings. Subject line: launch of the Green Office's Sustainability Initiative. And there are the paragraphs and how there is the closing section. Please complete the brief survey by Friday to share my any last minute thoughts before we kick off the initiative. And let's all do our part to make the Green Office initiative a success. So this is a call to action, what you want your reader to do. And then you say best regards and your name. You can also say yours faithfully. You can also use thanks, best regards, something like that. Thanks for watching. If you have any particular question or query, you can write in the comment section below. We will try our best to answer your query as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.